We should all still be asleep. This should be a national holiday. It's unbelievable. It's unacceptable that this is not a national holiday. Did the Romans get off the day after the Colosseum? I don't remember. I don't recall. Somebody call Joe Biden and find out. Let me turn my volume down on my phone. I'm sure everybody, who's all getting a late start this morning? And this is the best part I think about not drinking, is the morning. Oh, the morning, so crisp and clear. Nothing like it used to be. Just love it. You appreciate the morning a little bit more. How's everybody doing out there? Today's going to be kind of like a, hey, let's just hang out and whatever. I got a little comparison video I made real quick this morning of the two Super Bowl, the two Super Bowl no. The two Super Bowl halftime shows. But if I start with that, this is what I was going to start with. What's wrong with me today? What is going on, guys? Oh, man.
Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No.
No, man.
No, man. Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
Right? As well you should. How insensitive. What an insensitive thing to say to somebody on a Monday morning. They're not even on the screen. So usually the time I spend on getting some show prep together and stuff like that was at the hat was spent with the family. I don't really watch much football, but I watched the Super Bowl. I'm a Steeler fan, so I wanted the Seahawks to win because I'd like to keep it at 6 as far as tied with the Patriots for the Super Bowl Lombardi trophies, but I don't care as much as I used to. What did I think of the performance? Oh man, I don't know. I watched we bowed out of the Super Bowl halftime show as a family and decided to watch the TPUSA. Where are we at here? The TPUSA one. Let's see if it's uploaded yet. We decided to watch the TPUSA one, and I think that was a good choice. I did go back and watch the Bad Bunny one. Honestly, I thought it was one of the worst Super Bowls. I like defensive football, but that might have been one of the most boring Super Bowls I've seen in a long time. And the halftime show, like if I was looking at it, I am kind of unbiased because I could care less about Bad Bunny. I never heard of him before this. I'll probably never hear his name again. I don't care. He can do what he wants. Free speech, yada, yada, yada. Put a dress on and walk around if you want to. I could care less. But to me, the Super Bowl performance was my, as my son would say, mid. I didn't think there was anything that stood out as like there wasn't. I don't know. It just didn't seem to me like anything remarkable. Just seemed kind of over 25 million views. The last I saw was 18, so that's cool. That was from last night, I think. Though those stats that I was looking at. I was excited though. We were on the YouTube there. We were watching on the TV, and we had it on our phones too because I wanted to see how many people were watching. And it was cool watching it before the halftime show started. It was sitting about 2 million, and then after the halftime show right after it started, it crawled up to, I think by the time the first song was over, it was at like 6 million, 5.9 or something. I think I saw on my phone, something like that. But we're like, it's at 2.2, it's at 4.3, it's at 5.1, and we're all kind of excited about it. We're happy that there's millions of Americans that would tune out that crap and put on the TPUSA one. I was a little disappointed at what there was clearly, obviously lip syncing. It appeared to be by Kid Rock there on that one song. And then we had a question like that last guy that came out sang that last song. We're going to put it on here in a second, just a couple clips. But the last guy had some other name on there for him, but I swore that was Kid Rock singing it, so I don't really know. Yeah. So yeah, let me pull it up. We'll pull it up and take a look at it real quick because I had a little video I made. Like I said, I was just clipping a couple things, so I went through pretty quick. This is the beginning. I'm gonna let this play full screen because it deserves it. Man, I love that song. That was great. I thought that was great how they started it. I just thought that was great. I didn't put any oil in the beer this morning. I forgot. Yeah, Kid Rock. That was a little bit as far as the lip sync, and that was. I told my wife at the time. I looked over at her. I was like, it's almost like he's not even trying. Like the one he's missing whole lines. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to complain. I don't care. I know a lot of times people lip sync, so you feel cheated as a concert goer, but it was still a good show. And then let's see. Let's switch over to the other one. Let's see here. What we got here? I don't know if there's any significance to this, but like he dropped through a roof during the show. He dropped through some ceiling and then he landed in someone's living room. It appeared to be white people. It's hard to say. I don't really care, but I'm like, interesting. He just like shows up in their living room. It's almost like the immigration time. I don't know. Maybe. Seems wholesome. Seems very. Like, what are we watching? That there with the heads. I just don't get it with the... Then you gotta have the two guys grinding on each other. You gotta have that. These two guys here grinding on each other. That's cool. That's what you want for a major sporting event halftime show where kids are watching all across the country. You want that. Normalize it. Normalize it. Make sure it looks normal. We're supposed to do that. It's normal for two guys to grind like that. It's very manly. They're working on cars and stuff. Almost time for the pelvic thrust. There it is. Quite the contrast.
If I tell my own daughter that little boys ain't little girls, I'll be up the creek in hot water. This can't see yours world. It ain't easy being country in this country nowadays. The directions the fingers point when everything goes up in flames. Saying I'm some right-wing devil, 'cause I was down south, Jesus raised. It ain't easy being country.
Well, that makes sense. The transition, like to represent Kid Rock. All right, that's an interesting act. I was wondering if that was what it was. I saw some different name on that runway or whatever they were running on. Did you actually listen to what he was saying? No, I didn't, because I don't understand Spanish. I live in America, so I don't know Spanish. You can. I mean, nothing wrong with knowing Spanish. But yeah, I'm not real interested in trying to learn a whole language just so I can understand someone's halftime show situation. All right, let's see. And then there was this part where he was out waving the flag. This is the entertainment value is very high here. Hang on, you don't get it because people like you aren't meant to get it. Do you mean like American football fans when you say people like you? Because that's who didn't really get it, was American football fans. That's who the halftime show is supposed to be for, is American football fans. But that's not what didn't really.
Ey, quieren montarse en la ola y no han ido a rincón. Un besito pa' abuela en el balcón cogiéndote los hoyos en la Rubicón. Esto es PR. Tierra de Maelo y Tego Calderón y de Varel, que fue campeón. Primero que LeBron. Maldita sea. Otro vagón, vamos para los bleachers a prender un blon. Antes que Pipo
I feel like dancing. I feel like it's time to dance. Yes. Just amazing. What entertainment. I did notice they had him, they were going through, and I guess they were like, he was going to a play, he got a drink somewhere, and there was a contractor guy, and there was some boxers. It was like all the stuff that I guess Latino Americans are famous for.
Un saludo a mis vecinos, ey, aquí el calor es diferente, el sol está ahí, no, ey, la capital del perreo, ahora todos quieren ser latinos, no, pero le falta sazón, batería y reggaetón.
And more of that pelvic thrusting, got to get that pelvic thrusting going on. MAGA are the new snowflakes. MAGA are the new snowflakes, okay. You know, the difference is that MAGA doesn't try to silence your side. We just do our own thing because we practice freedom of speech, right? We didn't try to silence the NFL's halftime show. We just went out and did our own, right? That's yeah. I'm not sure how that's snowflaking, but yeah, whatever. You know, if that's what you want to call it, I guess. You know, if that's what you say, it must be right then, right? Yeah. Exactly. That is not your culture. White culture is your culture. Well, at least you're admitting white people have culture. Whatever the F that is. Oh, I guess we don't. See, for a second there, I thought we had culture, but now I guess that we don't.
With this song stuck in my head. And in that moment, something or someone spoke to me. They said there was still a verse that needed to be written for this song, and to get up to write it down. There's a book that's sitting in your house somewhere that could use some dusting off. There's a man who died for all our sins, hanging from the cross. You can give your life to Jesus, and He'll give you a second chance till you can't take it. If you got a chance, take it while you got a chance.
Amen.
If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can until you can.
This is the stuff right here that you talk about snowflakes. This is the stuff that really pisses off the left. And why does it really piss off the left? Why? How did they get away with singing someone else's song? They worked with the artists and got permission. I think he's actually releasing a new single with that on it. So I'm sure they worked something out with the guys who wrote it. They didn't just steal the. But that's what a halftime show is supposed to be. America, you know, yada yada yada. Let me finish this one out.
Until you can, if you got a chance, take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can. Until you can, until you can, until you can.
take it.
There was a really nice tribute after that. We're going to play in a second. And this is all caps, so we got to do it. We got to do it.
For people like you, as in ignorant MAGA who don't understand that Puerto Rico is part of the American brother American.
I cracked myself up. No, who said he wasn't American? What are you talking about? Did anyone say he wasn't American? We understand how geography works and stuff. It really was a great performance. It really was. I was like, I was moved to teary eyes at least twice during that show. Actually, a couple of times, because Lee Bryce sang a couple songs. One was one that I used to drink to back in the day, and one was one about it Hard to Live With, I think it was called. It was songs that we used to play a lot back in the day, and they mean a lot to me. So that personally, it meant a lot to me. But yeah, I'm sick and tired of these foreigners trying to tell us Americans how things are going to be. Generally speaking, I would have to agree with you.
I want to honor God.
Now, what is wrong with this right here? This is perfect. This is America, and this should be celebrated. This outlook right here should be celebrated.
I want to honor God in all that I do. I want to be a great husband, a great father. I want to serve this country. I want to try to continue to lead this movement and to speak truth and to never lie. To stop thinking about yourself all the time and instead think about what you should do to help other people and to defend this country above yourself.
I'm so inspired. This army of freedom fighters, we're going to be around for the next 100, 200 years because we know in the end our ideas will win.
God should be the most important thing in your life.
Yep.
But then beyond that, it's getting married, having children, building families.
My kids are my most important thing in my work. My wife and my kids, my relationship with God, the top three things.
And the more often that you choose the deep, the difficult, but the right path over the easy path is one that will reward you, your family, and this beautiful nation.
He lip synced his past, introduced his kid, the beautiful bass and violin represent his journey to accepting Jesus. That's why he performed the last song under his real name, Robert Richard. Oh, that's pretty interesting. I didn't realize that. Huh. Man, that makes it even better. That makes that even better. Dang, that was a good show. And then there's the other side. Sorry about this. I'm not going to do this to you for very long.
Proprio qualche giorno fa abbiamo parlato di come pesarsi nel modo corretto. Ora mi rivolgo alle ragazze. Sì,
All right, that's
siete...
enough of that. Sorry. I saw it, so that means you have to see it. So I'm sorry that that's the way it is here in the internet world, guys. We are all hungover except for me, enjoying our Monday morning and trying not to laugh too hard about it. Maybe.
I'm like, who is this man? Golly! You can't sing. I mean, like, what is this? Golly! This is ridiculous. And got the American flag and all these other flags. And yeah, God bless you too. Get off the stage. Please get off the stage. Get off. Put the game back on.
I don't think she likes the halftime show.
Tell me that. I mean, what in the world is all this foolishness? Thank you.
That's
Get
America's
off the
reaction.
stage, please.
That's the reaction, generally speaking, from America. Thank you for watching the worst halftime show in recent memory, even worse than last year's was pretty unremarkable. But this year's was pretty crazy.
Chacarone, 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 chacarone.
I like this song better.
Chacarone, chacarone, chacarone.
I don't know why the crowd's booing. This is what I heard. I could just do this all day. That's a pretty catchy song, man. I could do that all day long. Should we do that all day? Should we just sit on here and do that?
Is that
I don't know. Maybe. Which halftime show did you watch? It absolutely belongs in the Super Bowl, you bigot. Yeah, it's easy. It's easy to it's easy to call the people that don't like it a bigot, right? That's easy. You're a bigot because you didn't like it. Because you wanted to have here's the general reaction to the halftime show. That's it right there. That's America's reaction to the halftime show. Just so you know. Just that's fact checked. That's been fact checked and everything. There was a guy who I don't know. There was a guy who streaked across. He wasn't naked though. He just streaked across the field.
There he goes. Oh no. Oh.
As soon as that player came over, he was like, hell no. I'll get down. Forget it.
There he goes. Oh no.
I wonder what happened. What do they do? What's the punishment for that? You know, Super Bowl. Is it worse because it's the Super Bowl? I did see this. This is funny. It's Monday morning, lighten your mood. Monday morning, you know, it's Monday. I'm sorry, it's Monday. Kids got a 2-hour delay today. I got off today. Sorry. This kid found his dad's old high school yearbook and calls a woman who left her number in it.
Hello?
Is this Michelle?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, my name's Bryce. I bet you have no idea who I am, but I'm going through my dad's yearbook, and you left your number in here. So I just wanted to see if you had the same number.
I do.
I don't know
Who's your dad?
Ryan Wernberg.
I do know your dad, yes.
I don't know what to say.
That's it. Thank you.
Tell him I said hi.
I will. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
It's funny. I think it's funny. If you don't think it's funny, it doesn't matter because it's my show, dang it. That's how this works. And then there's Marco Rubio. Is the halftime show. He just runs everything, guys. Marco Rubio runs everything. Maggots are the biggest snowflakes for real. Yeah. That's the funny thing right there. There's another example, right? So they come out and they call us. They call us all kind of names, guys. We're bigots. You're a bigot because you want to understand the language that the halftime show's in. You're a bigot. Yeah. Yeah. You are a bigot if you don't understand Spanish. We all gotta learn it eventually, guys. Doesn't piss you off. Just laugh and move on. Yeah, pretty much. So who has to work today? Everybody have to work today. Do you have off? What's the situation there? I think that there should be that one. Let me see if I have that on. No, dang it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get too much. I
Redraw.
didn't get too much ready for today. There was this one clip that I thought was kind of interesting. All this stuff going on with this redistricting is just the Democrats' last and only hope for trying to win an election again in the midterms, because otherwise they're going to get destroyed, I think.
You are pushing hard
It's talking to Maryland governor.
to redraw Maryland's congressional map to further benefit Democrats. And what that means is eliminating the only Republican-held seat that exists right now. The map as it stands is already really gerrymandered, done before you got there. How is it good for democracy to pursue a map that makes your state even less representative?
Well, actually, the map that the Maryland House passed would actually make 6 of the 8 congressional districts more competitive than less. And frankly, one of the most gerrymandered seats inside of the state of Maryland is actually the Republican seat.
You are pushing hard to redraw Maryland's.
Unbelievable. Just take away people's representation. Should be illegal, like what they're doing in Virginia and Maryland and all this stuff. And then they come out and we're doing it because the Republicans did it, but they've been doing it for decades. Decades. Unhinged. A lot of unhinged out there.
The day the Latino, I always tell people the day the Latino, African American, Asian, and other communities realize that they share the same oppressor is the day we start winning, because we are the majority in this country now. We have the ability to take over this country and to do what is needed for everyone and to make things fair.
That sounds like socialism.
But the problem is our communities are divided. They're completely divided. And I talk about this. I always tell people the day the Latino,
there's no shortage of nut jobs out there, guys. There really isn't. There really isn't. Some people are so angry. Like, this lady is old enough to know how it works. She's also ignorant enough to not know how it works. This kind of seething hatred doesn't help anybody.
Hey, family, we all know that the purpose is to try to cancel the midterms. That's what all this shit was for. But I went and researched to see if he could do this. And this is what it says. No. The President of the United States cannot postpone, delay, or cancel midterm elections. The timing of federal elections is mandated by the Constitution and set by federal laws passed by Congress, which the President cannot override. States administer elections, and no president have the authority to suspend them.
So because he wants to investigate the 2020 elections, they think he's coming in to try to take over the elections for the midterms.
So you can come there and get all the fucking ballots you want, bitch, but you're not going to suspend this midterm. We're going to get in there. We're going to vote your motherfucking people out, and then we're coming for your fucking nasty diaper-wearing motherfucking ass. You, your boys, the bitch that you're married to, your fucking administration, we're coming for you. We're going to get you the fuck up out of here.
She's pretty angry.
Anything you want. And then once we get your boys out of here, get your motherfucking people out, them Epstein files going to wring your ass dry. You and your billionaire friends, they're going to be wringed fucking dry. Fuck you, bitch.
All right, Grandma. Man, can you imagine that was your grandma? And then there's like, this, I hate to bring it all to you on a Monday morning, but like this is a great example of a subverted lefty. She really believes what she's saying here about the right. They don't see us as Americans. They see us as subhuman. That's the goal, because then they just can dismiss us. They'll dismiss us, and because they do that, their loyalty or they're able to focus more on their master's commands.
Bad.
They're puppet masters.
I think I kind of pity right-wingers because they're so fucking boring, you know? Like, imagine not really having any curiosity about deeper and more expansive concepts. Everything's just like handed to them and they go, oh, okay, like my grandpappy didn't like black people, so I guess I don't either.
Oh.
Like, it's so fucking boring. Like no real exploration of what it means to be a person.
They
or
believe this about the right. They think this about the right.
meeting other people outside of your sad, boring, hateful little bubble. That's
To think that we just hate everybody and we only stay in our little white bubble and that's it. That's what they think. On side note, I meant to give Teddy a timeout, but apparently it looks like I banned him. So sorry about that, Teddy. I don't know what you were doing in there, but a timeout would have been cool. Banning, maybe not.
I think it's kind of sad.
I think
it's a little pitiful. I'm so glad I don't have to be like that.
That's the Pharisees right there. Thank you, Lord, for not making me like this beggar. Thank you for making me better.
You should be glad you don't have to be like that. As you move forward in your day, when these people are making you want to absolutely scream, and I get it because they make me want to absolutely scream, I want you to think to yourself, thank goodness I'm not that fucking boring. Because that would suck, right? It seems like it would suck. Anyway, have a good day. Bye.
Have a good day. Bye. Have a good day. Bye. Bro,
get over it. Trump lost in 2020.
Even if that was true, and I'm glad he lost in 2020. I think it plays into the bigger picture. I think it's better. I think Trump now is much better and more effective than he would have been if he would have won a second term straight away. So I'm kind of glad it worked out this way. Plus, the contrast between the two presidencies is just outstanding. History books it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful, depending on who writes the history books. Now, the winners always write the victors, right? They write the history books. So let's see if we can't be those victors. But if you really think that he won or Trump lost in 2020, then what's the difference? What's the problem with re-looking at some of that stuff to make sure? Why not be sure? If there's so many Americans out there who are unsure, what's the harm in looking into it? Oh, you might get caught though. You might get caught, bro. I think the
I kind of pity
outrage out there is off the charts. I don't know about it's like faux outrage. It's like faux outrage. There's a PSA.
Check this out.
For ICE agents.
This is to all you ICE agents. I got a report and I seen videos of ICE shooting a pregnant woman. I repeat, they have just shot a pregnant woman.
Well, the story he's talking about is a woman who's pregnant, apparently, reportedly pregnant, that went to one of these ICE protests. I think it was in Portland, I think. One of these ICE riots, anti-ICE riots, and she got hit in the belly with a rubber bullet when the crowds were getting pushed back. So that's what he's talking about. He's saying she got shot in the stomach. He's not mentioning the rubber bullet part because that would take away from some of the effect, you know? You want to keep that effect in there. You want to keep it as bad as possible so it really motivates people to stand up against these evil ICE agents. So he leaves that part out. On a side note, and yes, I'm sorry, but that dumb woman that went to a protest like that, pregnant like she was, she shouldn't even have been there. My wife would never have done something so stupid when she was pregnant like that. Most mothers who have that, you know, they want to care for their children. That comes first. You want to protect that womb. You want to protect that baby. You know what I mean? But this woman didn't seem to have that instinct.
And they just beat up a random man and grabbed him and separated him from his family.
They just grabbed now, do you think that that's true? They just grabbed some random guy and separated him from his family. If that was true, do you think that maybe that would be on the news? You know, kind of like they pushed the Maryland man.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me.
This is all of y'all. Public service announcement. This is to all you ICE agents, everybody on TikTok, all of y'all. All right? You ICE agents, I'm telling y'all, If I see y'all doing anything to anybody, I'm gonna beat the fuck out y'all, man.
Oh,
I'm gonna beat y'all
just
ass.
anything to anybody.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of
But
every last
anything
one
to
of you,
any.
and I'm gonna make
Wow,
an
it's pretty
example
wide.
out of you motherfuckers, man.
Pretty
Fuck
wide.
ICE. All right? Yeah, I said it. Fuck ICE and fuck Donald Trump. And if I see any one of you ICE agents putting y'all hands on anybody, I'm gonna beat y'all ass. I'm going to beat y'all ass. I'm gonna make an example out of each and every one of you ICE agents that we ain't the ones to be fucked with. We had enough of this bullshit. Everybody is tired of the racism.
This is just another person on the left who is angrier than they are informed. That's where they want to keep you on the left. They want you to be, well, in general, the people in charge want the people that they're controlling to be this way, but it seems to happen a lot more on the left. They want you to be angrier than you are informed. The less informed you are, the easier it is to manipulate your emotions and keep you angry and keep you mad about something and keep you having something to focus your attention on that you think is virtuous or something like that.
Tired of the violence. We had enough, okay? And fuck this administration, fuck Donald Trump, and fuck ICE, all right? And if I see any one of you ICE agents anywhere out here doing anything, I'm gonna punch the shit out every last one of you, and I'm gonna beat y'all ass. I'm going to beat the shit out you. I'm gonna beat y'all ass, all right? I'm literally going to stump you to the ground. I'm gonna kick y'all ass. I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to kick each and every last one of you in your ass. I'm going to beat the shit
All right, we got it, man. You said all that already.
Y'all ass. If I see y'all doing anything to anybody,
Dude's got a memory like a goldfish.
Harassing anybody, touching anybody, pulling out your guns, I'm gonna beat y'all ass. I'm going to beat the dog shit out every last one of you. Fuck ICE.
I bet he doesn't do any of that. I bet none of that happens. Is being shot with a rubber bullet not being shot? Is that ethical for him to say it that way, you think? Is not telling all the truth not also kind of like lying? Do you really not see what he did there? Come on. Come on. Tell me that you see what he did there. Like, tell me you don't really just... We're not there, are we? Are we there already? She got shot with a rubber bullet. Shot with a rubber bullet is a lot different than shot. If you don't know that, I mean, I don't know what to say outside of I don't know. There was this one incident we're going to play here shortly of a female police or female prison guard in an altercation with a large male prisoner. My only question there is why are there women prison guards in a male prison? That seems like that would so many problems that would bring up. I don't support your channel. This is way. That really hits where it hurts, guy. I'm gonna be messed up all day after reading that. It's gonna make me think about it and get all upset. The guy that's in my chat, contributing to the chat, adding engagement to the live stream, doesn't support my channel, except when he does. I voted for this. You pay for them and keep them in line. Data proves men don't protect women or children. Data proves men don't protect women or children. And that would be more of a wait, didn't you just say you don't you said you don't support but that's a super I appreciate the super chat. No, I am not on the left. I'm pretty far from the left. Why
are you gay?
Oh man. I didn't know I was. Thanks for letting me know, man. I'm gonna have to go tell my wife now that I'm gay, I guess. Yeah, she's gonna take that. That's gonna be a big surprise to her. I mean, it's a surprise to me, but I think it's gonna be an even bigger surprise to my wife that apparently I guess I'm gay. So I'll let her know. How come there's so many people on the left out there calling for violence, calling for people to stand up in anger, fight in the streets, but they never do it? So I called for people to come out and join protests. I was standing at the protest. I was at the event trying to get people to come. I was there, and I wasn't trying to get people to come to do violence. I was trying to get people to come to stand with us peacefully and patriotically. Where have I heard that before? Peacefully and patriotically. So there's so many of these clowns out here on the left that are calling for violence. It's all through my feed. You can see it. It's like they just call for violence. They want people to go out and shoot. Some of them actually say, go out there and murder ICE agents and unalive them and whatever you got to say nowadays. But those people aren't going to do anything. Those people are going to sit at home behind their little cameras. Now, and I'm not saying I want them to go out and commit any of that violence. The point is that so many of those people on the left will call. It's like Rush said, man. Oh, I got to find that clip. I think it's on my own channel. Let me see. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's so spot on. If I want to have to find it. Let me see here. People aren't going to like it because it's Rush Limbaugh. Oh, shoot. Did I get rid of it? Dang it. Oh, well. I guess we'll have to skip it. I had it on my thing. Bear with me. Yep. Yep. There we go. Liberalism. This is a great. We really miss Rush, man, to be able to explain this stuff. If you're a liberal.
If you do offer a solution, I think the government ought to
We take us back just a little further.
Them to see the light for all the right reasons. I know you want them probably to be able to
This
experience.
is the caller that called in talking about how he's supposed to talk to his liberal friends and that and this and that.
The best the country has to offer. You want them to
so spot
be
on.
prosperous, and you know that liberalism is not the answer. But man, it's so seductive, Jordan. Liberalism is so easy. All you have to do is see some suffering and tell everybody that you see it.
That's it. That's it. All you have to do is see some suffering and tell other people that you see it. And that's it. It's so damn spot on.
Liberalism is so easy. All you have to do is see some suffering and tell everybody that you see it, and that it really bothers you. And you all, right there, you are given great credit for having great compassion. And people will say great things about you. All you have to do is notice it. You don't have to offer a solution. If you do offer a solution, I think the government ought to do something, then they'll really, really love you. Liberalism's easy. That's why a lot of people end up going there. There's no resistance to it.
Right.
It doesn't take any kind of thought because it's all based in emotion.
Right.
And thinking is harder than feeling.
Amen. Man, we need Rush back. Can someone call him, please? Get him on the line. I like you, buddy. I like you too. Thanks. Why is MAGA ignoring that Trump is in the files more than anyone? I don't know if he's in the files. I know for a fact he's not in the files more than anyone. I mean, that's not accurate. And there's been all kinds of numbers that came out. Some said 35 or 38,000. Let me see here. Some say 38,000. Some said even more than that, I think. Let me find this. We'll do this again. We did this the other day. If this ever loads up. We did this the other day. Let's see here. We'll bring it up onto the screen here. Just to be sure. So they said 38,000 times. Let's see. Donald Trump. Let's see how many times. Oh, that's not the right. Epstein Library, right? Oh, there we go. I got to hit the age thing first. Sorry. Is something coming up now? What's happening here? What's going? Oh, I'm in the wrong bar. Donald Trump. 1,436 entries. Donald Trump and his girlfriend. Donald Trump recalled picking up Donald Trump in 1995. Like, what is that? Complaint: Donald Trump recalled picking up Donald Trump. Most of that stuff is trash. That's why there's not anyone talking about it. There haven't been any real accusations that came out. And I think the one that was there was the one accusation that the left kept bringing up that was like I think it was a 13-year-old or something like that they said he had abused a 13-year-old girl or something like that and threatened that if she told anybody. That came into some open tip line that they had and was investigated and found to be not credible. So MAGA is bullshit. Thank you for the super chat. MAGA is BS. Okay. I mean, I disagree. But that's all right. We're allowed to disagree, right? I protect any woman in my community and my kids. Rightfully so. Happy Monday. Conservatives need to fight MAGA if they don't want to be seen as racist. No. I think it's 78% of Republicans approve of MAGA. It's not going anywhere. Matter of fact, where'd that one thing go? Oh, it'll probably take me forever to find the damn thing. But I'll look though. I'm gonna look because it's probably worth it. It's probably worth it. We can watch. You can check this out. I'm gonna mute it because I don't know if it's copyright or whatever, but it don't really matters, does it? This lady comes and makes dinner for the family, and everyone's just sitting there. I don't know if this is real or not, but it's definitely interesting. Oops. What the heck? Yeah. We're stumbling and bumbling over here. Sorry, guys. I'm doing my best. My producer's out sick today. She made dinner for everybody. Everybody's just sitting there staring at their phones. We don't allow phones at the table in our house. I mean, I'd be pissed. That would make me angry. But that's why we don't allow phones. None. If there's more than one person sitting at the table, you have to put your phone away in my house, or your screen, or whatever it is you're using. Now I'm going to find this thing. Pardon me. Here we go. Got it.
So how much power, and we're talking about influence here, do they have on the GOP, especially over the long run?
Yeah, over the long run. That's what I think is so important here. And it's not just about Donald Trump. It's about the Make America movement. Again, that's what we're talking about. Make America Great Again movement. And it is as powerful as it has ever been. Because I want you to take a look here. GOP who view MAGA favorably. 2 years ago, when Donald Trump was running for term number 2, it was 74%. Today, look at this. It's 78% of Republicans who view the Make America Great Again movement favorably. So we're talking about something that, in my opinion, will very much be able to outlast Donald Trump. Trump is in term number 2. He can't run for a term number 3. But the bottom line is this. What he brought into the GOP looks like it's going to last long beyond him.
It's a very populist movement. I am curious because J.D. Vance would then be the next standard bearer of this movement. Where is the GOP on how they feel about him?
Yeah, okay. So, obviously J.D. Vance, the vice president of the United States, at this point looks like a favorite for the Republican nomination come 2028. And one of the reasons why he looks like a favorite is because the Republican base loves J.D. Vance. What are we talking about here? Someone who really represents the Make America Great Again movement. This is somebody a year ago, his favorable rating among Republicans, 81%. Latest Marquette University Law School poll, look at this, 84%. 84%. So if anything, his favorable rating is somewhat up from where it was a year ago after a year of Trump. And of course, that matches what we see when it comes to MAGA, right? It matches what we see coming to MAGA, whereby it was 74 and now it's 78%. If anything, MAGA's grip on the GOP, and it seems like the next in line to be the next standard bearer of MAGA, both of them, their favorable ratings are actually up after a year of Donald Trump's second term.
Dang, that's detrimental to the left.
So how much
power? This is what I fight for. I can't see what that small one is. What's that small flag? That's supposed to be like Antifa. So Antifa and mental disorders. That's what you fight for. You know why there's so much support for MAGA still? Because of posts like that right there. That guy right there. Antifa and mental disorders is what I fight for. You don't see the American flag there. You don't see, I don't expect to, but you don't see any religious things there either. You just see groups. Groups. That's a group think guy right there. We could do so much better. Elon Musk, an immigrant, voted for Donald Trump and also paid $70 million for him to win. Is that a rigged election? I don't know. It's just because spending money makes it a rigged election. I think Kamala had like what did she have? It was crazy. They spent more money than anybody. So no, I don't think that alone makes it a rigged election. I would like to see a better system for that, so regular people could get involved in government more than just rich people and that kind of stuff. That would be better. Or to have to go and beg rich people for their money, so then you owe them something when you get into office, as Joe Biden admitted to. But a better system would be better.
Bet your kids don't talk to you.
I have an absolute wonderful relationship with my children. Just so you know. Just so you know. You're on the I didn't see this one. Sorry. Another super chat. Your president is racist. I don't believe that he was racist until he ran for office. That's weird. How all of a sudden when he got into politics he was racist. They never had an issue with him before. That's kind of weird. Oh, please. That is the problem. MAGA just don't want to realize the truth about Trump. He is
Despicable.
He is despicable. Believe me. Believe me. He is despicable. Why is he despicable? Why? I don't know. They said over there that he was despicable because of some charges or something. I don't know. I just know I'm supposed to hate Trump because that's what my group says. Good job. Good job. What else we got over there? Anything else? We got those super chats over there. That's good. Okay. All right. All right. That'll work. That's good. There was this one video of an arrest they did of an illegal alien. Although I think the one I got here, I reposted had. Well, I mean, while we wait, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see any harm in it.
Chacarone, 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 chacarone. Chacarone, chacarone, chacarone.
Sorry, I was getting into it over here. Okay, all right. We'll get there.
So to all the young people out there,
yeah,
as well as those of you who consider yourselves young at heart, I want you to stay angry.
Oh.
I want you to stay frustrated.
Because it makes you easier to control. That's the only reason. It simply makes it easier to control you. That's really the whole point. Let me find this other one here.
The head of a pencil. The lead, just the black part. That's how much fentanyl it took to knock out this 19-year-old last night. Worked a rare night shift last night. 19-year-old vaping with some friends. Probably a bad cartridge, but it had fentanyl in it. Pinpoint pupils. Friends say he passed out almost immediately. Pupils were gone. Respiratory depression. Couldn't wake him up. Bring him into us. He's totally hypoxic. Hadn't been breathing for the entire trip. EMS gives him Narcan, still can't wake him up. This stuff is being flooded into our markets in the United States. We have got to be diligent. Number one, I don't know if there's a safe way to play Russian roulette. I want you guys to have the information to make informed choices. But at 5:45 this AM, we're telling the parents it's a wrap. It's done. He didn't make it. You won't talk to him again. You won't see him again. Those are the facts. These are the hard conversations we have to have because we're making permanent choices in our life with very, very bad temporary decisions. You guys have got to be more careful. And I don't know if there's a careful way to vape or smoke nowadays, to be honest with you.
It's really pretty sad. Well, not pretty sad. It's really damn sad. A lot less people dying in the streets of America nowadays that the border's under control, huh? Crazy how that works, isn't it? And they're worried about voter fraud. 90% of the country, I believe it was believes that voter fraud should be the thing, dude. Should be the thing. Even Obama believes it. Trust me.
Oh, you bet you're right. Hold on. I got my driver's license. There you go.
Well, isn't that racist?
You bet you're right. Hold on. I got my driver's.
Hey, that's racist. How did that black man get an ID? How did he get an ID? Does he know where the DMV is? There must be a Kinko's near him somewhere, right? There must be a Kinko's nearby. I don't understand what they'll have you guys believe about the right. It's just utterly ridiculous. All right, let's hit the chat up for a little bit, and then we'll a couple more things, but they're just negative. I don't want to put them up. I don't want to fill the morning with negativity. I'd rather do positivity. You know what? We're gonna read the Bible verse for this morning, the little God's minute. 1 minute. You guys can handle 1 minute, right? Just 1 minute. Oh, hang on. We already did that. Hang on now. We're just gonna do God's minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me bring this up. Make sure I can even read the dang thing. I got my glasses. All right. Should have done this at the beginning. I always forget. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. Isaiah 65:24. Our Heavenly Father, we thank Thee for our home and our work and our friends. The morning calls us to the joy and toil and trial of a new day, and we want to begin it right in the sense of Thy nearness and care. Give us strength to meet the common duties of the day and to live with our kindred and friends happily and helpfully. In our school life, in our homemaking, and in our business, may we be guided by the purpose of Jesus. If it be Thy good will, keep us from great temptation to do wrong, and furnish us with strength for the trials which Thou willest us to endure. May Thy healing and comfort abide with those we love, who are in sorrow and sickness. Make them brave and hopeful. We pray Thee to prosper us in our work, in order that we may use all our gains for the good of others. May our home and family be the abiding place of Him who promised to be in the midst of those who love Him. In His name, amen. Need to start doing that earlier.
Most drugs are smuggled through legal points of entry by U.S. citizens, you clown.
So we should just stop all the other stuff. Just stop trying to stop the drugs. There's no point. Just forget about it. What else did I go? I'm just checking to make sure I covered everything here. Epstein, there was a new video. I'm going to play a little bit of this, but there was a new video that came out. I guess CBS reported that they saw like an orange figure moving around in the background. Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
CBS News. Newly released Department of Justice documents show that investigators reviewing surveillance footage from the night of Jeffrey Epstein's death observed an orange-colored shape. I don't know about you, but orange-colored shapes move around my house all the time.
Right?
An orange-colored shape was moving up the staircase towards the isolated, locked tier where Jeffrey Epstein's cell was located at approximately 10:39 p.m. on August 9th, 2019.
Well, that's weird.
That entry in an observation log of the video from the Metropolitan Correctional Center appears to suggest something previously unreported by authorities. A flash of orange looks to be going up the L-tier stairs. Could possibly be an inmate escorted up to that tier. That's what's in their observation log. This again reported now by CBS News. It also appears, according to an FBI memorandum, that reviews by investigators left disparate conclusions by the FBI and those examining the same video from the Department of Justice Office of Inspector General. FBI log describes the fuzzy image as possibly an inmate. I don't know if you know this, but inmates at 1039 are not going around in that area outside of their cell. So FBI, that doesn't make sense. The Inspector General logs it as an officer carrying orange linen or bedding.
That doesn't sound right either.
Okay, we now know, they knew when they wrote that in there, they knew that Bedding is delivered the shift before this, so it would have been 5 o'clock in the afternoon before these people were even in. That's when you deliver bedding. No one is allowed on that floor at 10:39. You would have to log in. So delivering bedding? No. The guards say that would have been a breach of protocol, and you would have had to sign something.
A lot of stuff going on still with that Epstein files, and it's going to be interesting to see if in the next couple of years if more of this stuff comes out. I like how you go from pure hate. I had pure hate. Oh man, I'm sorry. I like how you go from pure hate towards Dems and libs to Bible verses. You can't make this up. There's no pure hate coming from me. I don't hate anybody. I say that all the time. You know what it probably, I know what it was. You know what? You're probably right. But the thing is, it's not really what I'm saying and doing. I think what it really is your fragility. That's probably more about, probably more of an accurate statement as far as what that is. This little video come out of just some random videos of Jeffrey Epstein, I guess. I don't know what the point of this one is, but it's slightly interesting, I guess.
Linked to Jeffrey Epstein landed. They exposed the life obsessively documented. Like this video of the convicted paedophile dancing. A billionaire who used his enormous wealth to abuse and hid behind a luxury lifestyle. The Epstein files contain videos of massages, private jets, and pools.
I've never seen so many beautiful girls.
A bizarre mix of more than 2,000 videos, 180,000 images, 3 million emails, texts, flight logs, all still being sifted through. Released by the US Department of Justice without context, some videos less than a second long. In this clip, Epstein chases women through a kitchen. Voices of unidentified girls can be heard. There's also this of Epstein, which appears to be filmed while he's in prison. He's secretly recording a video message for 2 women, who we won't name.
You can see I have a little sore on my face that I got from some black guy trying to kiss me. It's really disgusting.
Among the files, heavily redacted, sexually explicit videos. And it's not just Jeffrey Epstein's personal images. The files also contain videos captured by the US authorities. Here, Ghislaine Maxwell, in 2016, being questioned over Virginia Giuffre's civil case.
Who were the other 17-year-old masseuses they were aware of? I'm not aware of any. Were there any 16-year-old masseuses you were aware of? I'm not aware. Any 15?
I'm not aware.
I just want to be clear. The only person that I'm aware of who claims to have been, and we have to, whilst I've established that now at 17, given that she has changed her age so many times.
And here she is in July 2020, a glimpse into her life inside her cell. She was waiting to hear whether or not she would be granted bail. And outside it, relaxed, making phone calls, some lasting more than 20 minutes.
That looks like a pretty cushy jail. Yeah, that carpet. Yeah, carpet, and it almost looks like an office building more than a.
While facing charges of recruiting women and girls, including a 14-year-old. On Monday, Maxwell will be testifying under oath before Congress. The committee will be investigating the government's handling of the Epstein files.
It was supposed to happen already, right? Let's check into it.
There is this footage from Epstein's Paris apartment. Pharrell Williams' happy plays as a woman dances. A DNA paternity test can be seen on Epstein's desk.
Weird, man.
The same home
weird.
where this now
it's all just so creepy and weird.
This photo of Peter Mandelson was taken. Which brings us neatly to here. Epstein outside the Louvre with France's former culture minister, Jack Lang. Of course, we should say, appearing in the files doesn't imply any wrongdoing. The files show excess,
which is true.
Hotel rooms.
We have to remember that. It's true. Just because someone's in the files doesn't mean that they went out there and did anything and diddled children. It just means they were in the files. In my research, I found countless times that Trump's name was mentioned, that was just someone emailing someone about a news story that was published or someone talking about him that's nothing to do with anything. It's just nonsense. Except there was that one sentence in an email from Jeffrey Epstein to, who was it? I think it was that the Harvard president or what? I can't think of his name. Anyway, he said Trump didn't even get a massage, or Trump never got a massage, something like that. So I like that. That sounds good.
Flash cars, selfies. In one clip, Candle in the Wind plays from his personal playlist on board what appears to be Epstein's private jet. Millions of files with little explanation. For survivors, the release reopens old wounds. While context is often missing, discomfort isn't.
Creepy, man. It's just creepy. It's all very creepy. I believe all kinds of horrible things are happening. I believe a lot of the stuff that we have talked about, the conspiracy theories, the babies, the whatever, I think that might all be real. I think it may all be real. Then again, here we got Trump mentioned almost 40,000 times, by the way. We just did this, but we can do it again. I know that sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to people to. Let's bring this up here. We got the Epstein library here. Okay, so we're gonna go down here to the search. I'm gonna do it again. Let's just search Trump, because I know he's in there a lot more when you just search Trump, but that could be any Trump. Like same thing with Hunter Biden. He's in there a couple hundred times as Biden, but only like 100 is Hunter Biden. So here we had Donald Trump search, and that brought 1,100. Here, let's zoom in for you. 1,436 results for Donald Trump. And then if you just search Trump, we get 4,732. Here is a whole bunch where they're just one mentioned 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is just some news story. You know what I mean? This is what it is. Trump and his adult children seeking $1 million, blah, blah, blah. Film and television. Trump made cameo appearances in many films, blah, blah, blah. Trump had been blah, blah, blah. That's what most of that is. That's what most of it is for most of the people that are in there, to be honest with you. So, no, he's not in there 40,000 times. He's not in there 38,000 times. He's in there exactly as many times I just showed you, 4,700 or what was it, 1,800 or something like that, 1,400 if you just search his full name. So let's keep it real. We don't need to lie.
Jesus is hoping MAGA, I'm sorry. It's hard when I try to read stupid. Jesus is hoping for MAGA to convert. MAGA is against anything Jesus said and did.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I don't even know what to say back. And just sometimes I just show these things to show people how vile the left can be, like this one.
Jesus was vile as F.
Cool story, bruh. What are we doing there? You actually typed it out. That's funny. Trump mentioned almost 40,000 times. I already debunked that one. Where are we at here? Let's see. Let's get back to the bottom. Check out the chat here a little bit before we wrap it up for this Monday. Boo Monday. I'm not a fan. Let's see here. What else did I? Oh, I was going to go over a list of Trump's achievements, but we'll do that next time, I think. That'll really trigger people. That's going to really, really trigger people if I go over a list of his achievements. Like here, let's try one or two. Right? Ready? Achieve negative net migration in 2025. Racist bigot. That's what's going on the left, right? Delivered massive economic growth. Rising GDP 4.3%. The largest one-year decline in homicides in U.S. history. That's amazing. Ended taxpayer subsidization of the biased media. Sorry, PBS and NPR. Just amazing. It's a long list. We'll have to go over it next time. People are going to get mad, though. People are going to get mad. Paul teaches no lessons, only lies. Oh, okay. What about Trump admitting that he's a Jew recently? What are you talking about? First of all, I mean, whatever. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think it's true. I wouldn't think it's true, but whatever. I really don't care. What difference does it make? I was going to go over some stuff that happened last night in Seattle, but it looked like it was generally pretty calm in Seattle after the Super Bowl. You know? I've been through the files and so far nothing that was able to I've been through the files and so far nothing that was able to be proven in all second and third hand accounts. Someone told me this 30 years ago type shit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we have to be able to, I can't stop and I'm not going to stop and look it up right now, right here. Um, I don't have to sit here and make everybody sit and wait and watch what the side of my face while I try to find something on the internet. It's no good, man. It's no good. There's this. This is always a good thing to show. There's this website that shows a bunch of illegal aliens that were captured and being deported. That's a beautiful thing, right? Burglary, stolen property, trespassing, drug trafficking, weapon offenses, dangerous drugs, aggravated assault with a weapon, battery, larceny, fraud, counterfeiting, heroin. Man, they're just ripping people off the streets, guys, because of cocaine possession. What a silly thing to arrest someone for, or assault or vehicle theft. Well, that's just crazy. Why would you why would you arrest anyone for doing something like that? Or, oh no, rape and that's fine. Everything's fine. You shouldn't. You're racist if you get rid of those people. That's racist. Don't you understand how racist you are for wanting a safe place to live? That's so, oh my gosh, you're so racist. It makes me sick to my stomach. Oh.
Pretty sure Jesus never raped any children either. Unlike Trump, his name is in the files over 30,000 times. Stop trying to defend it.
I don't ever defend for other people's. I would try not to defend other people's actions. It's not my place. I'm not interested in doing that. However, it's been proven over and 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 over again that he's not in there 30,000 times. He's not in there 38,000 times. He's not in there 40,000 times. I just did a search right here in front of everybody of over 3 million documents. Live right here. We just did it. 3 million documents, and he came up 4,700 times, and most of those are news reports or people talking about him. Look at it yourself. Do you not? I don't understand. Why can't liberals answer this question? Do you not think that if Trump was in those files doing some kind of crazy garbage or whatever, that he would not have been found out by now with all the money and millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars that people who absolutely hate Trump in the government and outside the government, with government powers and endless funding to search and investigate? How is it possible that these liberals can't understand, that these leftists don't get, that if there was something in there, it would be out now? There would be no stopping it. It would have come out back probably in 2022 when he was thinking about running again, before he actually got in the race. They would have done it then. They would have done it for the October surprise before the election if they had anything. That's a neat trick they use almost every election cycle, where they drop some kind of new news in October right before the elections come, so that the other opponent, whoever it is, right or left, can't defend themselves in time or effectively before the election happens, so those things go through as fact, and it affects the elections. So I mean, I'm again.
Host has a very active Grindr profile.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That made me laugh. Good. Appreciate it. Don't they understand that stuff would have come out, that it would be out there? There would be no stopping it. But there's nothing that they can point to. No hard evidence, no facts, no substantiated investigations, no nothing. In 10 years, they've been investigating this guy, and they have come out with nothing. That right there is a dang miracle, if you ask me. With the dang federal government investigating the heck out of you like that for that many years, you would think they would find something. You would think they wouldn't have to make things up like a dossier or anything else like that where they misquote them and push that fake news out into the media so that people believe it. They hear it. Oh, he hates these people. He's racist. Trump endorses the KKK. Oh my gosh, did you see what he said in charge? There's good people on both sides. This is outrageous. No one cares anymore. People are waking up to this garbage. They see now, finally, people are seeing the left for what they actually are. They're seeing the media for what they actually are. Simply mouthpieces for the government. The media used to be the watchdog for the people. They would watch the government and report for the people. They used to sit in Congress back in the days in the 1800s and stuff and report to the people what was going on in Congress. We needed them to be honest. They were the people's ears. They were essentially almost like the people's fourth branch of government. Over the years, they have now become the lapdog for the government to watch over the people and help to control them and help to influence them and help to push narratives and propaganda and whatever it is the government wanted out there. That's what they do. That's why independent media is so important. That's why Twitter, X, where you see a lot of these stories you would never see. How many stories have come out on X and pushed on X that the media would never have picked up before, but they were forced to? The media has helped to destroy this country by misinforming the people for so long that they are now completely subverted. There are Americans out there all over the country that believe that the Republicans or that the right or that conservatives are evil, like legitimately evil. There are leftists out there making videos about how they want to kill us. This is the result of the media over many, many years distorting the truth and pushing false narratives that made the people angry. You can't necessarily blame the people for being angry. We are responsible as American citizens to be informed. Now, that is a tall order nowadays. To be informed is a very tall order. But we need an informed public to keep this nation. Once the people withdraw from any interest in government, once the people withdraw from all those things and go to their normal everyday lives and don't worry about anything outside of that, it makes it easy for those tyrants out there to do their dirty work. It makes it easy for them to turn us against each other because we're not informed enough to understand that, hey, guess what? All Democrats don't hate all Republicans. All Republicans don't hate all Democrats. I can look at somebody and as stereo, you can put me in a box, right? Oh, he's got a beard, he's got a shaved head, he's probably racist. Look, he's got the Constitution and a cross behind him. That must mean he's racist. I don't hate anyone on the left out there. I don't care if you're LGBT to the core and believe this and believe that. I don't care if you want to kill us. I don't hate you. I understand that intelligent people who would normally not fall for this crap have fallen for it because it's been pushed from every single angle 24 hours a day for 30 years. So I get why people are confused. I understand it. I'm not sure if those people will ever come back. But the youth is growing up, and this generation coming up, I'll tell you what, they're more conservative than our generation was. I can tell you that through seeing my kids and their friends, and they're more conservative. They're not into this garbage. They're sick of the LGBT garbage. They're sick of it. They're all sick of it. I have hope for the future. We all should have hope for the future. This is America, after all. America's made it through some tough stuff, and we're going to make it through some more. Plenty more. But we have to have some. I don't care if your hair is blue. I don't hate you because your hair is blue. I used to have pink hair. Yeah. Way back in the day, I had long hair, and it was dyed manic panic colors. Some of you out there know the manic panic stuff. So, I mean, I come from, just saying, I've not always been on the right. But I've been right since I've been on the right. Oh, see what I did there? What do you think about this?
USC. She's a Nazi. She's a Nazi. I haven't made my point till she's gone. She has the right to be here on a public college campus. And we do this.
These are babies, these people. These kids out here are babies. They're babies. They can't. This is what the training does to them. They don't listen. When they're out in public, these leftists, when they're out in public and they won't talk to the right, that happens all the time. You see it all the time. They won't talk to the right. I talk about this all the time because if they listen to the right, if they hear legitimate, logical opinions coming from the right, they'll start to see the right as people again. They may even like some of the policies, but they'll start to see us as people again. So they shut down. They can't argue. They won't. They've been trained not to do so. But in a situation like this, where this kid is in the audience, these people are in the audience at an event where there's someone speaking at a public university, they freak out because they can't silence him or whoever it is that's speaking. They can't silence the speaker, so they flip out. They can't take it. They don't understand what to do in that position. I can't yell over him. I can't silence him. So what am I supposed to do? Listen? That's crazy.
She's a Nazi. I haven't made my point till she's gone. She has the right to be here on a public college campus. And we do this is part of a public college campus.
We are organized together in protest. We are executing our rights.
We are organized together on our protest. So what? So what? That's great. Do it. But so what? This guy handles this wonderfully.
Yes, but you cannot engage in a heckler's veto. I will veto a Nazi. I will veto a Nazi. You are going to get arrested. No one needs to get arrested. If you leave, you have a right to express your opinion. She has the right to complete a sentence.
Right? Not in their minds, they don't. Not in their minds, they're not allowed to. Now, I was trying to decide whether or not I should play this because I'm a little curious what people think about it. Come up big enough. I'm gonna play it full. Let me know what you think about this. I have some thoughts. We'll have to see, but this is in a prison.
Yeah.
Hey, Bama, go. Hey, when you go out there, man, please go get a white shirt, bro.
The white shirt's
Man,
coming
tell
over
them it's an
here
emergency,
because
bro.
of a shakedown.
It ain't about the shakedown.
Okay,
It ain't, I don't care. You can do that every day.
What's it about that?
It's, come on, like, man, you just woke me up out my sleep for no reason.
It's a random
I ain't
shakedown.
get no,
Okay.
I haven't disrespected you. I never had a jack ticket in my life. Come
Okay,
on.
what does that
It
have
ain't
to
a
do
random
with me?
shakedown, dude.
It is though.
It do
The
got
show hasn't been
everything to
shut
do.
down since you guys
Come on,
moved in there.
Come on, you thought a motherfucker was laughing at you earlier. You looked at me and then looked like this, like, come on, man, we all sleep.
What are you talking about? You need to step off. Go somewhere else. I don't give a fuck about that tape on the ground. You
Please
need to
stop
go
cussing at me.
somewhere else.
Please stop cussing at me. I'm not cussing at you. Please
Hey,
stop
go ahead and
cussing
just
at
cuff
me.
up that.
Please stop cussing at me.
OSCR 15 and 12 less. Go ahead, cuff up. Turn around.
Now, please don't do that.
Turn around and cuff up.
Please don't do that.
Turn around and cuff up.
Cuff up for what?
Because you want to see
Please
white
don't
shirts?
do that. I'm
They got
asking
white
you
shirts
this.
instead.
I'm just asking
Turn
you.
around.
I'm just asking you. Please don't
Turn
do that.
around and cuff up. It's the last time I'm going to tell you. It's the last time I'm saying it. Turn around and cuff up.
Please don't.
Cuff up!
I don't know how I'd react. With that woman talking to me like that in the prison, you know, you don't have any of your manhood left. It's very important that people speak to you with respect. She doesn't seem to understand that.
OSCR 15 and 12
You're supposed to listen. Don't get me wrong.
Turn around.
Now, please don't do that.
Turn around and cuff up.
Please don't do that.
Turn around and cuff up.
Cuff up for what?
Because you want to see
Please
white
don't
shirts?
do that. I'm
They got
asking
white
you
shirts
this.
instead.
I'm just asking
Turn
you.
around.
I'm just asking you. Please don't
Turn
do that.
around and cuff up. It's the last time I'm going to tell you. It's the last time I'm saying it. Turn around and cuff up.
Please don't.
Cuff up!
I mean, it's ugly. I guess he's fighting two women right there, you know? I just don't. That's just ugly. That's just ugly. What are women doing in a male prison? Why are there female guards in a male prison? I can't. There's so many reasons why that's wrong. So many reasons why that's wrong. Let's see what's going on over here in the chat. They're not protesting, they're communists trying to suppress it. Exactly. Everyone hates MAGA. Everyone hates MAGA. Oh my gosh. I am butthurt about it. Oh. Yeah, that's a good. I was thinking that too when you said that. You do know the Bible is interpretive and personal, right? If Trump was a dictator, you all wouldn't be able to protest or do anything. Learn your history. Lear your history. Sorry, I missed that. Thank you for that. Guard deserved to be punched. You know, I kind of feel that way too, but I can't say that I think a man should be punching that woman, but I don't know. I think if we were she could have been a lot nicer to him or more respectable to him. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know the situation, but man, I could see how in his position he would be feeling helpless, right? He's at her mercy, and then she's talking to him like that. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Where are we at here? Ice, baby. Host. I've seen this one a couple of times. Let's see. As a Christian, did you know that MAGA is the name of the highest degree in the Church of Satan? And how do you feel about it? I didn't know that, and I don't care. Not because I want it to be named that, but because I just don't care. In the same way I don't care about that Obama video thing that they try to turn into some huge deal the other day. Yeah, an authority play. We did. That was an amazing halftime show. That show was great. Like I said, it brought me to tears a couple times. Just got me a little teary-eyed a little bit there. Of course. Wow, wow, wow. How many times are you gonna type wow? Like, what do you expect me to say when you say it's something about the Church of Satan? Like, I don't care. It doesn't mean that to me. It doesn't mean that, oh, now if I get the angle, it's like, oh, if you support MAGA, that means you're satanic worshipers. It's that group assignment again. Everyone's trying to do the group assignment because then you can put me into this group and, oh, he's a satanic worshiper because he's MAGA. He knew it meant that, and he's still a supporter of MAGA. Oh my gosh. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't care about all that garbage. I'm not worried about it. So you probably wouldn't care that MAGA means many evil things in a handful of languages. No, I don't care. MAGA means make America great again. Were you bringing up the Build Back Better the term or whatever Biden was using? Probably not. Probably not. So no, I don't care what it means in other languages. Don't care. You're not a real Christian then. Oh man, you can judge my heart from the internet. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Man, I'll have to let everybody know, I guess. I didn't know. I'll have to have a talk with God. Google this right now. What does MAGA mean in various languages? No. Matter of fact, if I'm going to answer any more of yours, you've gotten your share. So you'll have to do the super chat if you want me to answer you again. Sorry, I'm doing like the Biden throaty voice whisper thing. It's very important to be creepy. Let's see. Anything else going on out there? I could watch this liberal terrorist getting arrested in Minnesota all day long. Well, let's see. That sounds like fun. Let's check this one out. Let's see.
You guys gotta take a step back.
Oh, dang. Someone must be hurting that lady. Oh, wait, I know from yesterday. She's just laying on the ground. That's her there. I think she's the one that later says she has asthma or something.
Coward! Oh, I'm choking. I'm dying.
No, you're not.
I can't.
Man, you're just very soft.
Let me in! Pick me up.
Stand back on the curb. No problem. Get back on the curb. Stay on the curb. You're gonna get arrested too. Stay on the curb. I don't care. I told you to get on the curb. I'm telling you.
MAGA was actually back in the Reagan era. It was in one of his commercials.
Get on the curb or you're under arrest.
I have the right to peacefully assemble. I have the right to peacefully assemble, and I've done nothing. I've done nothing to you guys.
Except not listen to orders and block the road. Punched me in the titties, she said. All right. Agree. I do not agree with the handling of the Epstein files. It's beautiful. I just love it. It's nice to see a little bit of law and order being handed out.
They're taking my sign, they're taking my mittens. I was here delivering pizza for the protesters. I had no idea that this was happening. I moved to the side of the curb when they started rushing everyone, and now they're arresting me. I'm a peaceful protester delivering pizza, and they're arresting me.
Well, probably shouldn't be there. Too bad, so sad. The domestic terrorists are the ones in uniform. Congrats, MAGA. You couldn't win the normal way, so you schemed for years on how to win the wrong way. Tell me you drink all the Kool-Aid without telling me you drink all the Kool-Aid. I'd like to answer your question, but like I said already, I've already answered a whole bunch of your questions. So if you want me to answer more of your questions, then you'll have to super chat. It's just a bold. I can't spend the whole time just talking to one person. Boo-hoo is right. I don't came and what? I don't came and debate me sometime on whatever. I'll be waiting today. Okay. Let me make sure I write that down so I can check it out. You wait just sit there and wait. And then we'll be by later. Let me make sure I get this written down right. A matter of thought. Okay. You just sit there and wait. You wait. If it doesn't seem like I'm coming, then just wait a little longer. And then when it doesn't seem like I'm coming, just wait a little longer. And maybe I will. I don't know. Busy day today. We'll see what happens. That's interesting to me about how they I didn't realize how they had Kid Rock come out and he did it, and he came out later as his own, as he evolved type situation.
Hey, do you want to see?
What the hell is this? For the safety of our volunteers, we have stopped gathering signatures at the grocery store in Fort Collins. Grandmother peacefully standing up for her kids incited more threats, insanity, and police visits than I'm comfortable subjecting our wonderful volunteers to. I don't know what is on that.
So, hey, do you want to see kids' genitals? Volunteer to identify kids' genitals.
What?
She's not with us. I am. I'm literally spreading the same message. Are you the genitals guy? Are you going to be the one inspecting? Put your hands or bodies on me!
Is that a cowbell?
So you can
Seems
inspect the
appropriate.
genitals, and then you can go to prison for signing the thing that says you inspect kids' genitals. Well, doesn't like it when I say cunt. Well, doesn't like it when I say fuck.
Yeah, in our space and
What
interfering
space?
with us.
I'm not interfering with you.
Yeah, you are.
They've
You're
already
hassling.
decided that I haven't been. That's why they came over here earlier and then left.
Has anyone been unable to sign because of our actions? Have we
They're
stopped
in-
a single
it's
person?
intimidating.
No, it's
for
not.
people. Yeah, it makes
I'm
them
just
feel
giving them the
uncomfortable.
information. Well, good. It should be. It
You
should be
You
uncomfortable.
were required to stand
No, I'm not.
over there before.
That's not what the police said.
Yeah.
I've never been required
We're
for that.
Trying to get that checked out.
Yeah, that's not a requirement. This is a public space, so I can stand wherever I want. I would like to know, though, why some freedom of speech bothers you so much. What's up?
Hey, thanks for bothering these.
Yeah, no worries.
You guys want like a coffee or some water?
I'll take a high five.
Take a high five?
You know, I'll take a water.
Take a water,
Yeah,
I'll
I
grab you
appreciate
one.
you.
I'm about
Thanks,
to go
brother.
shopping, I'll
Thank
grab
you.
one. And...
I appreciate you.
Hey, go fuck yourselves.
So nice. They're so nice. Yeah.
Well, I'm laughing because people who
This
are...
is the left. And then the question there, why are you mocking these people at the protests who are concerned about people getting picked up by ICE? I get you don't agree, but I don't understand. Sorry if that's rude, but I want to know and understand. Okay. Fair enough. Ridicule. I know I'm not ever like mean or hateful. I don't pick on people and it's a ridicule thing, right? So Stalinsky wrote a book a long time ago. He was a tactician for the left. And it was called Rules for Radicals, 12 Rules for Radicals. And if you look at the rules for radicals, one of them is ridicule. And in my experience, outside protesting against these clowns and dealing with that, and then back here and just studying it, so to speak, if you want to call it that, ridicule is one of the most effective tools to disarm the left. They can't handle it. They hate it. And some of this behavior deserves to be mocked, I believe. Some of this behavior that they try to normalize so that our children grow up thinking that it's normal needs to be ridiculed, if you ask me. As far as people that they're concerned about people getting picked up by ICE, I don't understand it, right? So the reason is because they believe so much propaganda and lies and false truths about the story that they really believe that ICE is out there killing American citizens, arresting and deporting American citizens, breaking up families, picking up children and leaving the parents behind, all kinds of weird stuff that they think that they're doing. And that deserves to be ridiculed, because you can tell them the facts, they won't believe it. That's because they're subverted. And once you've been subverted, that's the end. Pretty much. You can be like Yuri Bezmenov said, a former KGB agent, who I highly recommend you check out. Yuri Bezmenov did a couple lectures. There's one where he's at a chalkboard. It's about an hour long, and it is worth every second of it. You should absolutely check that out. So check out the 12 Rules for Radicals. Check out Yuri Bezmenov. But yeah, essentially, it deserves to be mocked. That behavior deserves to be mocked. As far as I see it, that's how I see it. What do we got here? But that's not how they all are. I don't support ICE, but I don't act like this. Amen. And you are. I say a lot that there's liberals and there's leftists. And I'm just talking about the right has these problems, similar problems, but the left has there's leftists and there's liberals. Liberals are absolutely fine. I have no problem with liberals. They want to reform America rather than completely destroy it and rebuild it back up into a socialist utopia. So I don't have any problems with liberals. Like, we need that debate. We need to be able to take those ideas into the arena of ideas that I talk about a lot and hash them out and see what the best idea is that comes out of it. The far leftists don't do that. They want to shut down. They want to silence you. They want to shut you down. If you're in a debate with one of them, it's not a debate. They don't debate to win the debate. They debate to make you not win the debate. They don't care if they win. Meaning they want to tear you down personally, and that's the tactics. If you read a study up on that a little bit, they want to tear you down personally just so people won't listen to you. So they'll disregard anything you have to say. That's why they try to assign you into groups and things like that. Like you're a pedo supporter, or you're a whatever, you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're this, you're that, because you don't agree with something that I might say or the left might say. So then you get labeled all kinds of stuff. I kind of went off on a tangent there a little bit, but I hope I kind of answered that question. Where are we at here?
Are out
finish
here
this one out.
intimidating trans and queer people are also being intimidated. That seems kind of funny to me. Because every day that you're out here, you're intimidating trans and queer people. Did you know that?
No, how are they doing that? By setting up a table.
Like my family. Did you know that?
Maybe you shouldn't be so
comfortable right now? Do
fragile.
you want to hug me? Because it doesn't seem like you're very comfortable. And you shouldn't be when you're peddling this type of shit. Every person who peddles this type of shit should be uncomfortable. Absolutely. Yeah. Every person who peddles this type of shit should be uncomfortable. They want you to sign so that kids have to show you their genitals before they play sports.
That's not what it is. They just don't want dudes to beat up on girls in sports.
Thank you. We appreciate you. you. Bye, kiddos. Can you believe that that girl might have to go play another child in a sport?
The thing is that it's a mental disorder.
So
That's a mental disorder. It doesn't mean I hate that person or that they're worth less than I am. It just means that I think they have a mental disorder. And as a matter of fact, so did the World Health Organization up until 2019, when they changed that language to make it not say that LGBT stuff was, or the trans stuff was a mental disorder. Why do you think they changed that? Do you think there was a medical breakthrough? Do you think it was a medical reason? Or do you think it was politics that affected the WHO, the World Health Organization standards for or definition of the trans mental disorder, whatever they put it in there as? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, so I probably should never be allowed to speak on it, right? They won't even entertain a convo. Curiosity is shut down. Curiosity, I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but curiosity, like we're supposed to be curious about. Well, I'm just not going to speculate. I'm not sure exactly what you meant there. The fascist seized our businesses during COVID. Yes, I used to own a business. Yes, I did. But I wasn't allowed to work during COVID. See, it wasn't COVID. It was the government's response to COVID that was so damaging. Fine. Yeah, this is the result of K through 12 education. It's true. It's true.
Why? Why are you okay, that's okay. I thought that was okay. Why are you caught constantly talking about the gays, which no one else cares about? And in what way? In what way does this affect anyone's life?
Why are you constantly talking about the gays? The gays? The gays? I'm not constantly talking about the gays, but I do have children, and I don't want them growing up in America where that mental disorder is normalized. Pretty much it, I guess. They are another American with rights. Get over it. What are you talking about? They're becoming intimidating and slamming the table and stuff like that. Is that? I don't know. Now look. The gay people is literally a nothing argument. How and what way do gays affect your life? The gay people is literally a nothing argument. I don't have a button that has clown music on it, or I'd play it. Or maybe I'm freaking out, man. Maybe that. I'm not sure. It's literally a nothing argument, whatever that. I don't know what that means, so whatever. How and what way do gays affect your life? I didn't say they affect my life. Did I say they affect my life? I didn't say that. I never said that. So I don't know. You put words in my mouth, so I'll answer questions you didn't ask. Unless you're gay, what do they do to you? I just prefer not to have sin normalized. That's all. I guess that's it. Oh no, I must be a racist bigot. Oh no. I said it out loud. Oh no, I'm in trouble now. Hey, so like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, I didn't do this yet. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that button for the notifications so you don't miss us when we go on. We're usually on most mornings and Thursday night at 9 p.m. Check out magamericans.com for more info and links. And then don't forget to check out shop.magamericans.com for our little store that helps support what we do here. Also, Substack. My Substack is a good place to check out some of my writings and things. And I have a book too. It's on Amazon. It's called Freedom Isn't Free. I'm not very good at self-promoting myself. The WHO changed the definition. Yeah, to normalize the, yeah, exactly. To normalize the abnormal. That's 100% what happened. 100%. For example, for instance, if you constantly talk S about black people, you're probably racist. Okay. I don't know what are you trying to say that I must be gay? Is that what you're saying? Am I a closet gay? I didn't know. Why is it bad for me to be gay? I am, if I don't care where I end up when I die anymore. Well, okay. So from my Christian point of view, it's bad because your soul is lost, right? And I don't want you to go to hell. I want you to go to heaven. And I care. It's that Christian love that the left seems to not understand. I look at being gay as a sin. So does the Bible. It's the same as my drinking when I was an active alcoholic. That was a sin too, in the same exact way that being gay is. Everyone has, in my view, everyone has a battle. Everyone has their temptations that they have to fight. And we need to overcome that stuff. I don't think if you're any less of a person because you're gay. I'm not going to not talk to you because you're gay. I'm not going to treat you any different because you're gay. I'm still going to treat you like a person, like a Christian should treat you, out of love, because you're still a human being. You're still an American. Look how I can look past that. I know that I'm not going along with what the left says I should be saying. The left says I should be saying that you're less of a person because you're gay. And I should be saying that you don't deserve your rights because you're gay, or this because you're gay, or that because you're gay. But guess what? I don't really care that you're gay. It doesn't matter to me at all. It doesn't affect my life, and I really don't care. Outside of my religious beliefs, it doesn't really mean anything to me. As far as the LGBT stuff goes, and the transitioning, and the surgeries, and the medications, and the what do you call it? Blockers, the hormone blockers, all that stuff, that's sick. That's a mental disorder. Like I say a lot of times, I don't know if you're new here or not, but I'll bring up the example. If I went to the doctor and I was like, hey, doc, I feel like I'm a one-armed person. I don't think I should have my left arm. I feel like a one-armed person. I want you to cut my arm off. That doctor is going to say, hey, you need a medical evaluation or a mental evaluation. But if you go to the doctor and you say, hey, doc, I don't feel like I should have a penis, then they're going to go, oh, let's schedule you for surgery. I just don't think that should be the case. But that's what I mean. I don't think anything less of you because you're gay. I hope I answered your question. If I didn't, feel free to email at mags@magamericans.com. And I'll follow up. I'll answer you. I like to have convos with people. I'll do my best to answer you as quick as I can. Yeah, exactly. Republicans in general do not care about your sexuality. We don't even think about it. That all comes from the group think stuff, guys. That all comes from the group think stuff. The left assigns that to us. They assign it to us. They say we care about what you're doing privately in your bedroom, and we hate gay people, and we hate this and we hate that, so that they can drive wedges between us. We don't hate you. I don't hate anybody. I don't look any differently to you than I do. I went to a customer's house a couple months back who was LGBT. It was a guy that was dressed up as a girl. The dude was like 6'5". And I did some work at their house for him. I didn't treat them any different. I treat them exactly the same as I treat anybody else, because that's the standard, guys. That's the standard. That's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to treat anybody differently because of the political group they assign themselves to, or their beliefs on this, or if they go to church, or what color their skin is. That's not supposed to matter. Getting a little whited out back here. That's a little better. I'm a little yellow now. Anyway, so it doesn't matter to us, man. It doesn't matter. Amen. No one hates gays. We want them to be whole and perfect in mind, body, and spirit as God intended. Groupthink like left versus right. It's definitely not freedom versus slavery. Both sides vote to have politicians rule over everybody based on whatever narrative they've been brainwashed to believe. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you know, maybe you could simplify it to that, I guess. Oh, you've been talking about this. Well, I'm engaging with the chat. That's what I'm doing. So the chat was talking about it, and so I'll talk about it. Checking out some of that. I don't know about you. In 100 years, is anyone going to know your name? Yeah, my name they will. Dang it. Dang it. I absolutely think they will. Anyway, well, I think it might be about that time. I just want to say God bless you guys. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time here this morning with us. I know it's valuable, and we appreciate it very much. Truly do. Like, share, and subscribe. Check us out on social media at Mag Americans everywhere. And we will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. God bless you. Smile to stranger. Pray for your enemies. Pick one and pray for them. Even if you don't want to. Do it sincerely. Do it sincerely. You're going to like the results. God bless you guys.